Hey, welcome back. We're getting hit by the Arctic blast just like everybody else is doing in Portland here today. It hit 11 yesterday. 50-mile-an-hour winds too, and one of the neighbors got their house smashed. We went and checked it out yesterday. There was a huge tree that fell over. I think it was a spruce, and it looked totally healthy. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It just fell over and hit their roof, so they had to evacuate. Crazy times. So, while I'm in here for a couple days, just kind of hanging out, I thought I might get some seeds started, right? So, what do we got? I got some interesting stuff from Sheffield's the other day. I bought these cherry plums because I wanted to try and graft a green gauge, and these are supposed to be the rootstock for that. So, these are looking like they might be a bit challenging to get going. They need to have a warm stratify for like 4 months, and then a cold stratify for 4 months. So that's going to be pretty tricky. I think what I'm going to try and do is maybe in like July, put them in a moist paper towel, keep them wet and in a plastic bag, and then plant them in containers and then leave them out over the winter. See if that works. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing I got in was these screw bean mesquites. I became interested in these a while ago because I was watching the Weird Explorer on YouTube, and he was saying that these actually taste really good. So I bought them, and then I realized after I got them that they have like huge, nasty thorns on them. So these might not work out all that well, but I think I might start them anyway. They look like they're pretty easy to get going, just a hot water treatment. And then finally, the thing that I have in this glass here is St. John's bread, carob, or Ceratonia silicoia. I don't know how to pronounce that correctly, but the crazy thing was that it says here to soak in sulfuric acid. I don't have any sulfuric acid. I don't know anybody here around me who does. Or nitric acid. I have no idea where to get these things. And even if I could, I feel like that's probably a dangerous thing to be playing around with. So I didn't do that. I found a video online where they said you can just soak these in water for about a week and they'll germinate. And look at this. You see this little guy right there? There's a root coming out of there. And actually, I think 4 more have gotten going. So they look like they're kind of imbibing, I think is the correct word. They're getting going. I'm gonna plant these in probably maybe 1 gallon pots, and then we will see what happens. Now these are going to be kind of marginal here. They're incredibly drought tolerant. They're incredibly heat tolerant, but they're not super cold tolerant. So these I think have problems under about 25 degrees Fahrenheit. So this winter would have caused significant damage to them. And I think maybe my hope is that I'm going to try and breed them a little bit, assuming they get going well enough and make pods, and try to make them a little bit more cold hardy, because if they were down to maybe like 15, I think that would probably be good enough here for just about most years. So yeah, I'm hoping I can have some replacement chocolate. The beans on these are supposed to have like maybe 50% sugar in them. It's quite significant. No thorns. Should grow back pretty well from a hard cut. So yeah, I think these are going to be cool to try. This is going to be my experiment for the year. And then the other thing I got going is I'm going to get fig cuttings going pretty soon. I already set up all the materials for that yesterday. Got the heat mat out. Got the ink bird thing to keep it at a certain temperature, which I've got them out in the sunroom this year. I think it's just going to be, I'll try to get them as hot as I can. Figs are good up until like 90 or something, so they like it as warm as they can get it. And then, yeah, looking forward to spring.